So tell me, what do you eat normally?
Like
Like,
a
what's
normal
your?
weekly
Mhm.
basis. I have to say I'm not a very healthy eater. I think it just depends on I eat out a lot, so I'm not really good at grocery shopping. But I mean, it varies. Like we just sat here and ate pizza, so I'd say I eat pizza pretty often.
I eat
But
like bagels,
yeah,
and then I only have one meal a day, like an actual meal, and then
Yeah.
everything else is kind of like a snack. So like for breakfast, I'll eat like a little bagel with cream cheese, stuff like that. And then for lunch, usually what I go for is some sort of like kids meal from Chipotle or like Chick-fil-A. Just something to like fill me up enough. But no, I don't want. I always feel like I overeat too. So like I get the kids meals. So it's like a little diverse array of stuff, but it's a small portion.
Have you ever been vegan anytime in your life?
no,
Why?
I love cheese. I love it. I don't think I could ever give it up. I think I could do vegetarian, but I couldn't do vegan because I like cheese too much. I eat cheese with
Yeah.
almost everything. Even
Wow.
if I'm like, I don't know, like broccoli, I'll put cheese on. I know it's bad, but you know.
Cheese just has a hold on you, I guess.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
What about you?
Yeah, no, I've not even considered. I enjoy, honestly, meat too much. I really, really enjoy eating, like, burgers. And I mean, I told you, like, I go to Chipotle and I get,
That's vegan.
yeah,
Oh, you
Chipotle?
can't.
So
can.
yeah, they have vegan.
Well, yeah, I know, but, like, I don't, but my favorite part is the chicken. Like, so,
Ooh,
like, there's
I see.
no way I could,
Yeah.
I don't know, like, cut that.
I've tried vegan stuff because my sister tries to go non-dairy just because she's not vegan, but she like tries to do non-dairy because of stomach problems. And then I have a friend who's vegan, so I've tried it, but I like to stick with the actual stuff. I think.
All
is.
right.
Yeah.
Before you go, can I have your names? Yeah.
I'm Mia.
Mia
Maria.
and.
I'm Claire Mercier.
All right. Thank
Please
you
spell
so
both of
much.
them, please.
So, what do you eat on a regular basis? Like.
So on a regular weekday, I would sit here and say that I do not eat breakfast. I might eat lunch, but I'm mainly intermittent. I'll never know how to say it, but intermittent fasting is how I would say. So I
Yeah.
usually eat probably maybe one time a day or maybe twice.
Okay.
It's sad to say. It's not a good thing for me, but kind of got used to that just for off the workload and stuff. But regular things, regular size portions, I would say.
So do you think you're a carnivore? Like, do you eat meat? I don't know what to call that.
Yeah, I mean,
English,
yeah,
right?
I do eat. I try to stay with red meat right now.
Okay.
Like I said, beef, chicken,
Okay.
turkey,
Turkey.
fish. Yeah, turkey.
That's nice. So have you ever been any time in your life been vegan for a while? Maybe a week?
I've never been vegan. I've been vegetarian before.
Okay.
I lost a lot of weight. I looked kind of sick when I became vegetarian. The reason why I can't do vegan is because a lot of their substitutes is with nuts and stuff, and I'm allergic to that, so I can't do that. Also, like Mia said, I also like cheese a lot. So even when I'm dieting, that's my delicacy is cheese. So that's why I haven't really gone vegan and stuff. But it's hard for me to take dairy out, but I understand the impacts of dairy.
Mhm.
So I've never done it, but I just need to find some healthy substitutes that I can use to exchange the nut part.
Nice. Have you ever been to any vegan restaurant around? Do
I
you know
had
anyone?
one. It's like vegan. So it's like a vegan soul food cafe down here or something like that. And that's the last time I actually tried vegan food because when I ate it, I found out that it had like some sort of nuts in it, and I got an allergic reaction, so I stopped eating off that. But that
Wow.
was probably the last time I went to a vegan restaurant or even tried something vegan. To be honest with you.
Wow. Thank you so much for your time. What's your name again?
Christian.
You know, it's all vegetables, fruits, and all kinds of grains too. So the journey so far, so after a month, I adjusted to it. I started having more strength to do stuff. I started, I lost some couple of pounds, I was at a 178, so I dropped to a 172. That's a good one. And I noticed, there's a lot that changed with I have enough energy to do stuff, enough energy, and also I rest even when I work out. I feel so good. Before I started vegan, I had this pain in my chest, so vegan turned everything around. It changed everything in my body. I feel so healthy. I feel so strong.
My name is Elijah Say. So what kind of you place yourself in terms of I'm not a vegan. I am what you would call a what? Oh my gosh, what do they call? What do they call? I don't know. There are many. Yes. Well, I eat meat. I eat vegetables, fruits, all those things. I don't necessarily have a problem with being vegan. I've definitely I fasted for religious purposes. The most has been 21 days going without meat. And there's nothing in particular. Like it was fairly easy, that particular fast. It was fairly easy to go without meat. But sometimes I do kind of get those cravings for meat. And even though you do have those like Impossible burgers and the plant-based meat, it doesn't taste the same. So, and then also there are certain nutrients and vitamins and things that you can get from meat that you can't, that's hard to come by in other avenues when you are vegan, And then it's also very difficult because, in my culture, a lot of the things that we eat do have a lot of meat, or there's a lot of dairy involved, or a lot of animal byproducts. So it's really hard to kind of navigate going about that, and then just having a sufficient meal, if that makes sense. So that's it. My name is Elijah.
Michael Omar Schmidt. I'm 21 years old, and I'm from Oshkosh, Wisconsin.
Thank you so much. I heard that you are vegan. Is that true?
I'm not a vegan. I don't know who told you such a thing.
Really?
Really?
So what are you?
I am an omnivore. I eat vegetables and I eat meat. I love both. I eat food as well. But I could not go without meat. I love smoked meat. I love steaks. I love brisket. I love pork. I love like barbecued meats. I love meat. And I do though really cherish vegetables and fruit. I'm not anti-veggie. I'm not anti-fruit by any means whatsoever. Like I love all of it. And I do prefer like healthier foods. Like I wouldn't want to just eat donuts and eat fast food for a lot of my life. Because I don't feel as good about it. Especially eating a lot. Like I need, for myself, I like to eat large quantities of food, which I think is a very American thing. But I love to eat a lot, and so I want to eat a lot of good food, so vegetables, fruit, meat. But I don't want to eat a lot of trashy food like fast food or sweets or like packaged, processed, sweets and goodies and stuff like that. So yeah, that's a lot. That's a little bit about my palate and the food that I eat.
Thank you so much.
So yesterday, actually, I went to this locally owned vegan shop for a vegan restaurant in Tampa. They mostly just do like to-go foods and stuff like that. But they have like a pretty like large selection. They mostly have different types of like plant-based chicken. They have mac and cheese. They have different type of like vegan empanadas. There's like a bunch of different like types and flavors. So one of the things that they have is this like mac and cheese bowl with like plant-based chicken on top, and then you can pick a sauce. So I usually get barbecue or ranch. It's obviously not the healthiest, but like it's really good. And that mac and cheese is like the one that I found to be like the most similar to normal mac and cheese, and that's like the best like flavor. So yeah, and then last night I also made just ramen from like the store, and then I also like just grilled some like tofu teriyaki sauce, smoked green onions on top, and it was really good.
Man, you know how to eat. It sounds delicious. So what do you think are some of the benefits of being vegan?
I would say the main thing for me, I feel like it's really good for the environment. There's a bunch of different statistics and things that you could look into, but like just like overall, eating plant-based is just like better overall to like reduce CO2 emissions and stuff like that. And then also like health-wise, it's not the main reason why I'm vegan, but there definitely are a lot of health benefits. One example would be if you have like any issues with like cholesterol, pretty much any source of cholesterol is going to come from like animal products. So if you're not eating animal products, you don't have to worry about, having high cholesterol or anything like that. And a lot of people think that by being plant-based or vegan, you're not going to get any iron or B12. But whenever I get my blood checks, my iron and B12 levels are always fine somehow. So, you definitely, it might be a little harder, but you definitely can get, all the nutrients you need. You just got to like make sure you're eating enough.
Wow, that's awesome. Have you noticed any changes personally since you've become vegan?
The only change that I've noticed would just be like how I feel. Not eating as much dairy, because I am plant-based. I still sometimes eat dairy. I don't really like it though, so not really. But without eating meat or most dairy products, I just feel a lot like lighter and like less like inflamed, I guess. I guess that's how I would put it. Yeah, I just feel like more, I really don't know how to explain it, but I just feel like healthier. Even if, I'm not eating like a healthy meal like the mac and cheese, I just, it doesn't make my stomach hurt basically, so.
All right. So.
Thank you. So I heard you're vegan, is that true?
No.
Why? What happened?
A vegan? Nah. I need to eat meat. I need to have my dairy.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So you can't be vegan even for a month?
No,
Oh yeah?
No, I can't even do it for a day. I couldn't do it for a day. Well,
Thank you so much. What's your name?
Save on.
Save on what?
Cosby.
All right.
So what's your favorite thing to cook as a vegan?
So my favorite thing to cook is bean and a variety of stuff. So what do I had in my beans? I had some corn, I add plantains, I do add some potatoes. So what I do is I cook my beans. So halfway, half done, then I add every other stuff I want to put in. Sometimes I parboil my other stuff so it's already soft. Because beans take a long time if you're using a stove. So I put everything, I had a lot of seasoning, I have my oil, red oil. We have, in Africa we have something called red oil. It's red in color. I had it to it, I had my oil, I had my ingredients, I have my ginger. I just add a lot of flavors. I like spicy too. So pretty much beans is my favorite any day, anytime.
What's your favorite spice to use for your food?
Okay, so I like, the curry spice and the thyme. And sometimes I use this all-purpose. I've forgotten the name. It has everything in it. So I do a bunch of that. And I like, maybe spicy kind of seasoning, just to give it a little spice. And I'm someone that I like to try new things. So I do a lot of experiments most of the time.
So speaking of experiments, are there any new foods or vegetables or herbs or spices or what have you that you just started learning about now that you're a vegan?
Okay, so because I grew up in Africa, there's a lot of vegetables that you don't even know about. So I discovered an African store a few months ago. So I went there, they have all kinds of vegetables, African kind. So there's one they call bitter leaf. Bitter leaf is so bitter, but I like it because it's healthy. Like we have one they call water leaf. We have some they call all kinds, there's a lot of them. You have all kinds of vegetables. Even the ones we have here, spinach, we have all kinds. If it's just vegetables, plants, I can have a bunch of them and, try something new.
What do you eat now that you're not vegan?
My diet's pretty free, whatever my wife is cooking, those are always the best meals. I am, obviously attempting to be more self-controlled with my eating. I think it's something that many of us, especially in the Western world, struggle with. with because of the abundance, and it's actually, it's pretty dangerous. So, but yeah, I don't have any specific rules right now. I pretty much eat whatever is available. So,
What do you think are some of the benefits to being vegan?
yeah, I think again, it depends on how we categorize. Like, I've seen different kinds of vegans, and I think it's something I respect, and it's something I think if you're truly disciplined and if you really are truly vegan, I think the benefits abound. I think it helps you grow in your discipline. I think it reduces inflammation. I think you're going to get down to what is a proper weight. Most people are way overweight and they have no idea. I'm obese, technically, if you look at the sort of BMI, the index. I think you can combat type 2 diabetes, hypertension, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. All of these things will be reduced, I think, to a manageable extent by truly being vegans.
I personally didn't notice that big changes. Just mostly about how I feel. I don't know, I just felt a lot cleaner, less inflamed, I guess. But yeah.
So do you have regrets?
I don't have any regrets. The only times that I feel that maybe I'm missing out is I did a study abroad in London, and I got to travel when I did that. And so obviously going to different countries and seeing their cuisine, obviously it was a little bit hard just because, there were some things I couldn't have. But pretty much everywhere now has vegan options and stuff like that. So it honestly wasn't that hard. But I couldn't try everything, which I didn't have that much of a problem with. I could still, see everyone else